Alright, so there's a bunch of cutscenes I cut out. So I chose my class, I took the cleric, I died once, and I took the healing wares. Being dead, you don't look like a normal person. If you use a human effigy, you'll turn back into a person. Whereas, like this, your health bar is slightly smaller and smaller each time you die. Human effigy will reset that. I died to this troll, actually, so don't feel bad if you die to him. Some people can't really ever beat him. He's pretty tough, but he got me by grabbing me and then biting my head off. So there is that. So here's my souls. So dodge away from stuff. Make sure you always lock on and manage that green bar. That's your stamina. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You eat a life gem, your health will slowly go back up. So a lot of the fighting in this game is real methodical, paying attention to stuff. Get in, get out kind of thing. Circle stuff. When you roll, you have invincibility frames to not get hit. Oh. And he's down for the count. Could have done better, could have done worse. You get a stone ring and gold pine resin. Gold pine resin you can attach to your weapon to make it do more stuff. The ring, it increases your reduce enemy poise. So by equipping the stone ring, poise is how much like being staggered or being like knocked around. So there is that. So it's a pretty good ring all in all. Get my bearings, go through here. So if you see the red X down there, that means that I don't meet the requirements to use this weapon. If you hit triangle, you'll use 2 hands on it instead of 1, and then it's easier to meet requirements. I don't remember the exact math behind what happens, but when in doubt, pay attention to the X. Bonfires do bonfire things. You can teleport amongst them, always light them when you see them. The little red bar beneath your weapon that you can't really see is the... These are all tutorial areas. Go through them if you're curious. It kind of explains things to you. But yeah, the red bar is your weapon. They break, but they heal every time you hit at a sit at a bonfire. It heals them straight up. You can check what the requirements for the weapon is by going to the weapon and see it's 12 for strength, 5 for dexterity. My strength is not on that page. If it was, I didn't see it. My strength is 11, so one level I'll be one level put into strength, I'll be able to use one-handed. You put all of your weapon, no, each time you level up, you get to raise 1 stat. And so this place is pretty big. There's a lot of exploring that I'm not doing. I'm just going to show you a couple quick things that are, in my opinion, kind of important. So like I said, there's a lot of exploring in this game that is completely worth doing. By the way, don't go back there unless you want to. There's some pigs. Those pigs will mess you up. They're pretty crazy. Alright, let's see here now. There's the bonfire for Majula, this is kind of like your home world, home base deal. Always like that. And this is the Emerald Herald. She is your level up lady.
Are you or
yeah, okay. Blah blah blah. She gave me a thing.
Of the
I guess. I can't really read it.
Seek though once you so that hope is that a here.
And so that shard will level up your Estus flask, and so now you can have 2 things. So now my Estus flask is twice as good. And you can level up. So each time you have enough points, you can go up 1 level. So if I go here, now I can use that weapon one-handed. I recommend getting to 18 strength, 15 dexterity. No. 18 strength, 5 dexterity. Then you can dual wield clubs. Hold down triangle and your guy will put his weapon funny. He's not doing it here. Talk to this guy. When you put your weapon funny, what it does is called power stancing. and it allows you to swing your weapon really hard with L1 and L2, and with the two maces and that poise ring, you'll stagger stuff, like even bosses, you can like knock them over and stuff. I just said no to that. You want to talk to this guy a lot until he says, you know, you want to join, enter covenant, join the way of the blue. What this does is if you ever get invaded, which I think you can only get invaded or invade when you're a human, but what it does is it makes it so people can get summoned to help you fight off the invaders. Now the first place to go is down this way. So go down in here. Wait for the door. Don't have to wait for the door. I'm gonna wait for the door. Alright, so you do have to wait. You have to go through. That's my mistake. I'm gonna have to cut the video in half, which is why I'm trying to get a good frame of reference. I bet it can squish you. No idea though. Alright, so right now I will start part 2. Alright, part 2. I can save into 15-minute intervals, but increments, but I don't want to, don't run off that, by the way, you can't get over there from here, you'll die. I don't want to run out of space and do something, so I'm kind of doing less than 15 minutes, and then I'll attach them all together. I'm not making this for YouTube, I'm making it for a specific person. Don't fight that guy. Beeline it. Just run straight. Run. Don't worry about it. Bonfire. Summon the bonfire, and then your problems won't be so bad. I'm getting wrecked. That's okay though. Make sure you go and put on your Estus flasks. We'll use the Estus flasks. Estus flasks recharge every single time you sit on a bonfire, where life gems don't, but your life gems are faster healing, so kind of use them in battle. Don't use the Estus flask in battle, you'll get destroyed. Now I want to just kind of run all the way to where I'm doing what's called a suicide run, or as I like to call it, when in doubt, run about. So you just run. And you don't want to. Those guys will follow you up. There's a bunch of items in here. Watch out for that guy up there. See him? And these guys are going to follow me down in this place. This is where you're supposed to go to get through. I want to take you to where you can get the double clubs. You should probably pick that stuff up and go a little slower and fight your way through. I just want to give you a reference. We made it. We made it. That was rough. All the doors are really heavy in the Souls games for some reason. And this bonfire right here, don't fight that guy. That's a merchant. That's right. And so this is really kind of your first real staging point for the area. There's a lot of branching and getting crazy of where to go from here. You explore all down into there. Lots of exploring to be done in this area. Go down through there. First boss is close to this waypoint. This person right here, you talk to him. Yeah. And you want to buy the clubs. They're not that expensive, and they're pretty easy to hold. 12 and 3. If you get 18 and 5, 18 strength, 5 dexterity, you can dual wield them and hold triangle to go into the power stance, which is really strong. Just so that you're aware of these things on the ground, read them. Hurrah for stomach and sure hurrah for fatty. Okay. Now there's a secret on the other side of this wall. There's a guy that throws bombs, and the bombs will blow open that wall. if they hit the explosive barrels. So, like I said, this game's kind of think of it like a Metroidvania type, like Super Metroid or something. Lots of exploring and stuff to do. Now keep in mind I'm running past stuff like that. Guy's gonna get up and try and fight me. So take your time. I'm just running to run, really. But this is kind of the way you'll want to do things. Watch out for big guys. They'll kill you real easy. But don't be afraid to fight back. Yeah, see? The mace is real strong against a lot of the enemies in this game. That was using 2 strong attacks, by the way. That's the guy that throws the fire bombs. You want him to throw a bomb at you. You want it to hit those right there without hitting you. It'll blow it all up. See if you can unlock it real quick. If you like, run at him and then run back. But you do not want him to hit you. That'll all explode. Yeah, like that. And now we have a shortcut, the very first one that I know of. Part 3, I'm trying to get to the boss room. I'm not having a lot of success. See how my health keeps getting lower? I keep dying. I know, shame on me, right? This is how you get to the, I think, the boss room. I'm really sad if it's not. I'm fighting these guys because that guy right there follows you. All those barrels technically are explosive. If you get behind people and hit them like that, it's called a backstab. And it's, as you can see, very, very strong. So if you backstab people, ow. There's tracking on some of their attacks. As you can see, he's spun around. If you can get behind him, though. There we go. Got him. That was not a very good display of fighting. But I died, so I made it. So this way takes you to your second shortcut. That takes you to the ladder. That is right next to the bonfire. If you go up there. That guy's not dead, by the way. I don't want to fight him, though. So we'll go down here. Yeah, gnarly. I'm a zombie. Rawr. This should be... Ooh. Remember that guy. This should be the boss room. First boss, at least. And there he is. I don't know that I'm going to try and beat him necessarily, because I want you to kind of have an experience with him. I don't like spoiling your first boss experience. So what I will do is kind of give you a general strategy for handling him. Lock on to his leg. Kind of stay away from him a little bit. Smack his leg. Look at that damage. Don't get stomped. Don't get hit in the head. Watch out for his attacks. And just hit him. Just watch out for your health. That hurt. Remember, life gems are not infinite, but they do you no good if you don't use them. Right now he's ripping his own arm off. Try and get as much damage in as you can when he does that. Oh. He's so close. Got him. So yeah, that's up to the first boss. You'll get his boss soul, soul of the last giant, and a soldier key. And then from there, whoa, that guy came in here. You got a lot of souls to go level up, 10,000, the soul of the undead giant. Don't use boss souls. You can turn them into super powerful items and stuff later in the game, so just hold on to them. Don't consume them. And that's the end of the video. Go on up and level up at the lady. I'd recommend getting to 18 strength, 5 dexterity, and buying 2 clubs from the lady. I will see real quick if I can do that with the money and stuff I've got. I don't know that I can. You pick up some items. This may or may not be one of them. Nope, it's not. You pick up some items that are like soul of an undead. Where'd that guy come from? Soul of an undead warrior, soul of a fallen hero, stuff like that. You can use those. It's just the boss souls that you don't want to use. When you use them, you get a whole bunch of souls all at once. To level up, you teleport back to you teleport back to Majula with travel. It's pretty quick, all in all. A lot better than having to run all the way back there. If you can't ever find her, look around. She's hard to see sometimes. 18, and I'm already at 5. 18 and 5. Alright, 18 and 5, yep. So I should be able to power stance. And so, see in the bottom right where it says 31%, that affects your ability to dodge real fast. If you put on real heavy armor, you can't move around real quick because you're in heavy armor, and that's what that tells you down there. 15.8 out of 50 and 31%. I think at 50% is when it changes to, they call it fat roll. So you equip a club in each hand, you hold triangle. See how he went into power stance? Power stance. If you hit L1, swing both of them. L2, you do a 3-hit, and it's super strong. I'll demonstrate real quick. I'm afraid I'm going to run out of time. I'm not real fast. There are so many items and stuff I skipped over on this short video, so make sure you explore. But just remember to have fun. I'm going to L2 this guy. Now, granted, I didn't quite kill him in one hit, but I jacked him up. And that seems like a good spot for the end of the video. You die.